Is everybody good today? Can get a thumbs up from everyone? All right. Awesome. So let's just close our eyes for a moment as we wait for a couple more people to come in and just kind of shuffle back and forth and take some deep breaths in. We don't want to get off balance too much. We just want to make some movement in our chair just so we can get centered. And then as we slow down, we lift our chin up and just kind of ease into where we're at. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. So Kamani will let people in if any other folks arrive. So welcome everyone to Gentle Movement. It's Thursday, 10:45, and please join us live. If you are watching this on YouTube, we do this live every Thursday morning at 10:45 to 11:45, and yeah, hopefully everyone's good today. And we're just gonna stay seated today and keep movement just gentle and kind to ourselves, and make sure that we are moving in a way that serves us. And if we experience any pain, dizziness, anything that's uncomfortable, we'll just make sure to stop, because I might not be able to tell you to stop, or I might not be able to see it. So I trust your judgment on that. All right. So let's just start. We're going to close our eyes. Take a deep breath in through our nose, let it sit, and then release it out through our mouth. So let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale slowly. And we're going to lift our chin up. So bring your chin up. And a nice deep breath in again. And now we're going to take another breath in, but we're going to lift our arms up and just start rotating our wrists and our hands. Around like this. Just nice and slow, very gentle movement. And as we kind of rotate out and we feel more comfortable, start playing a piano, as if we're playing a piano. And as we start playing a piano, we're going to stretch our arms straight out. So we're not, so we have them in front of us, right? As best we can. Try not to lock the elbows, but certainly get them out straight and shoulder height. And take a deep breath in again. And start rotating our wrists. And now we're going to start rotating our elbows. And with it, you can keep moving your fingers if that feels good. Okay. And just rotate, start rotating around. And we're going to start scooping as we do this. All right, so we're going to come around nice and slow, Just go and scoop. All right, we're in no hurry. We have nowhere to go right now, nothing to do except just be where we're at. So we're going to scoop up. And start incorporating our shoulders. Breathing in. We're just going to get wider as we go. Nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as we come up. And exhale. Nice and slow as we come down, trying to stay as even as we can. Right, when we come up, stay nice and even. We're just getting a little bit higher as we go, spreading out, opening our back. Getting nice posture. I'm going to look up as I do this. And then once I come down, I'll come kind of back to the, yeah. We don't want to lean back too much, right? We just want to lift our head up. We don't want to move our body too much. We want to stay as upright as we can, as best we can. Inhale up. Exhale as we come to the side. Very good. Now we're going to keep with our wrists. We're just going to rotate around. You can do individually. So they're opposites, or you can do them together. It's fine. And switch directions every couple of times, right? So we're going to make a closed fist. Yeah. And just rotate in and rotate out. Now, like little kittens do, where they make biscuits, like when you see something soft. So we're going to start slowly and then start reaching out as if we're reaching for something. Okay. Just like little kittens making biscuits. Breathing in as if we're grasping for something. All right. Very good. Let's shake our arms out, just really loosey-goosey. And do a little twist where our arms are kind of floppy and they come across. Right? Yeah. Nice and gentle. Deep breath in. All right. You're good. So let's just stop for a second. Close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. And this is a nice time while our eyes are closed, after we moved a little bit of energy to put in an intention or some sort of positive thought to go with our practice today. Even though this isn't yoga, it's a nice practice to get into, like an affirmation or something something we could do for others, or something we may have been holding off doing. Or maybe it's something like asking for assistance, or asking for forgiveness, or needing to forgive, something like that. Or maybe it's just, I'm beautiful, I'm happy, I'm joyful today, any number of things, whatever works for you. And just let that sit for a moment with a nice deep breath in and exhale. I'm going to move my camera so you can see my feet. And we're just going to do very similar things that we did with our hands, except we're going to do with our feet. Right? So we're just going to start slowly rotating our ankles. Okay. Want our posture to be upright as best we can. So you can do a little press down on your foot if that's comfortable, and then a heel rise. So we'll press down and then a heel rise, and then side to side. Same thing on the other. And then lift up. Now with your lifting up, don't expect this to be as extreme as the front part, right? So just a little lift, a little side to side. That's all we're looking for. Right? So we're going to lift up, side, side, and press. Right? Very gentle, very easy. It's just to get our ankles moving. If you want to be funny and go like this, that's fine too. That's fun. Do a little dance. And then we're slowly going to start just walking as best we can, keeping our posture upright. Deep breath in and exhale. Again, rotating and rotating. Very good. It's tough because what happens is our toes, when we put them in shoes, they get squished and pushed, and it's tough to relieve that. And sometimes we're in pain, we're not sure why, and it's because our toes are not happy with this. So doing something very similar, if you can squeeze your toes, where you go like this. Some people it's a little bit easier for, some people it's not. We want to expand and squeeze, and expand and squeeze. Right, just like we did this with our hands, we want to do it with our toes as best we can. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. If you can bring your foot up and across like this, that's good as well. If not, no worries. You can always rotate this way as well. And on the other side. Sometimes this part's tricky for folks, but it's good if you can do it to help your knee. And help and support your hips. So what we'll start doing is lifting our leg and holding. Yeah. And same on the other side, right? We'll lift. Some people find it easier to lift from here, which is fine. We just want to make sure our posture is straight and we're not getting out of whack and hurting something. Right? So we just want to lift up. On both sides. One more time on the other side. Now we're going to do a big lift and open. And a big lift and open. Feel free to use your hand as support. So we'll lift up, open, and bring it down and back. And back. We go slow and gentle, slow and gentle. And back. Very good. Now we're going to bring our foot out in front of us and just lift up. You can point your toes and flex your toes, right? Like this. So point and flex and bring it down. This will help the back of the knee. You should feel this in the back of your knee as long as it feels okay. And flex. And flex. One more time. Now you can also, if it feels good, rotate your foot. That sometimes at this point is good. So we're going to do it one more time. And switch sides. You might hear some snap, crackle, and pop. Normal. It's okay. As long as there's no pain. Mm-hmm. Now we're just going to walk gently. We're not running a marathon. We just want to make sure our posture is good, right? So we can go side to side a little bit, but we want to make sure that we're not leaning too far one way or the other, right? We want to make sure that we're staying pretty straight. Very good. While we're here, let's just give our knees some love, right? So what I like to do is kind of do a claw. What's up, little guy? So puppy dogs. All right. And just rotate around. Sometimes pinching is good. Not pinching like pinching skin, but like squeezing the top of our knees. And rotating around. Yeah. And kind of doing a claw, so this is getting this side of the knee, the very front, and the top as well. And this just helps bring some blood flow to the area, which helps if we have knee pain. If you have knee pain or have had knee surgery, please be very gentle doing this. And if you feel any pain, just please stop. We won't be here for long. And nice deep breath in. All right. Very good, very good. And come back up. Right again. All right. So now let's bring our hands into a prayer position. And we're going to go take a deep breath in right here and exhale. And take another deep breath and exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to raise our hands up. So we're going to go inhale and go up, right, as high as you can. Come down slowly, release your hands, and we're going to go behind our back if we can, right? If not, you can come in front. But this will help release shoulders. And you can lean forward a little bit. We don't want to lean forward too much. I have to adjust in my chair, and then we're going to release slowly. For this, I have to come forward a little bit in my chair, as long as it's safe for you to do that. If our back is against, it's really tough. So let's do this one more time, where we bring our hands together and bring them in. Exhale. Take an inhale and go up slowly. Another inhale. Exhale, and we're going to come down and go behind our back. Try to be as even as possible and slow and gentle. Lift our chin up. Move our neck side to side. Release. And come back to the front. Let's do this one more time. Hands come together. We pull them in. Go up. As we reach the top, slowly open them up. Open your hands, bring them to the sides. We exhale. Very gently bring them behind our back. Very good. And then neck side to side. Very gentle. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale. And then we're going to exhale and release slowly out. If you need to come out of that early, it's totally okay. We just try to stay there for as long as possible. So let's work on our neck. Now this is very gentle. We have to be very slow about it. No fast movements, right? Very gentle breaths, very gentle movements. We're just going to take a deep breath in. Turn our neck to the left. So we exhale, inhale as we come back across. Looking to our right, exhale, back to the center. We're going to go up and down. Slowly, slowly. Try to put your chin into your chest if it feels okay. No straining though. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come across to your right. Exhale when we get there. Back to the center. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. And back to the center. One more time to the left. Inhale, going to the right. Exhale when we get there. Back to the center. Inhale, going up. And exhale, coming down. Very slow. And we're going to slowly, from our lower position, chin in the chest, we're going to start rotating. Instead of turning, we're going to rotate around. Deep inhale. Reach the back and come around, just really slow. Trying to hold our arms down. If you want, you can hold the side of your chair if that helps, or under your leg is appropriate as well. We keep coming around slowly. Stop at the center. Go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go to the left. So we exhale. Inhale when we reach the back. And come across. Down and back up. Nice and gentle. Sit here for a moment. Inhale in, exhale out. Now we're going to take our right hand and raise it up. Nice and slow. And then come over to our left. And exhale. While we're here, if it feels okay and you feel all right, you can turn your head to the back as your arm is here. And as you go back, you can loosen your arm slightly. And then when we come back around, we're going to release the arm and bring our head back to the center at the same time. Just release coming across. Left side coming up. All the way up as best you can and across. And exhale. Inhale in. Go to the back if you can. A little bit more. Inhale and then exhale, release. Back to the center. Same thing, but this time we're going to do a bend instead of a twist. So we're going to come up and bend from our center very gently. We don't want to bend all the way over. We just want to get this rib cage open and come back and bring arm down. And left side up. Inhale in. Exhale over. Almost went into a twist again. And back to center and down. So these are two movements that one helps when we're going like this and when we're going more like this. All right, so let's do this one more time, this sequence. We'll bring our right hand up as best we can and over. There's another way to do this, which I'll show you in our next round. And we'll go back like this. Inhale, release, and open up. Because this presumes that there's a range of motion that we come up on our left and over. Inhale. Exhale and release. Right. So there's another way to do something very similar, and that's just bringing our arm up and across. And what we can do to support that is bring our arm underneath, right? The opposite arm underneath, where we're just going across. And that's totally cool. If you want, you can twist into it and then release slowly, right? That's okay too. It gets very similar things. It's not a bend, it's more of a twist. So let's try it on our left side. Left arm up. It comes across, and same thing. This is really more for a shoulder, but it can work as a twist as well if you twist around. And we're going to exhale and lower down. Very good. All right. So now we're going to do some where our arms are going to just come up, where they're out like this, right? We're going to rotate as best we can, right? So our thumbs come up and our thumbs go down. And then squeeze our hands, open our hands, squeeze our hands, open our hands, right? And we can rotate around like this, so we get a little bit of a twist. And we'll rotate around so we get a little bit of a twist. Deep breath in. And lower our hands down. Very good. All right. Let's do shoulder shrugs, because we've worked our arms a fair bit. We're going to start working on other parts. So we're just going to do shoulder shrugs where right shoulder is up, left shoulder is up. And we're just going straight up, right? So we're not doing anything too fancy. We're just going straight up, right? Like I'm trying to hear what my shoulder's saying. And down and up. And we try to bring our shoulder to our ear, not our ear to our shoulder, right? So the goal is just to do shrugs like this. So we're not trying to get our ear to our shoulder. All right, we're trying to get our shoulder to our ear. Does that make sense? Yeah. So now I'm gonna turn to the side, because so you can see a little bit better, right? I'm gonna bring my shoulder up and back. So up and back. All right, we can do both at the same time. I'm gonna turn back around. So we're going to go both up and back. So like, imagine we want to have a better posture and open up our rib cage a little bit more, going up and back. And then forward, up and back. Just so we get our shoulders, this area, so kind of like a rotation, right? So take a deep breath in. Some people like to do where they incorporate their arms. Some people like to leave their arms on their side. Whatever works for you, works for me. Some people like to cross their arms and do the same thing where they pull their arms out, away from them, go up, back, down. And this adds another element to the back area, right? So what we're doing is we're pulling in, instead of being tied in, this kind of forces us to pull our arms away, come up, back, and down, and up, back, and down. One more time, up, back, and down. One of the things we try to avoid is moving too much of our head at the same time, right? So it's just the shoulders, right? Let's take a quick mini break, right? So we can take a deep breath in and exhale. If you have some water, now is a good time. If you don't mind, I'm going to have a sip of water. Maybe yeah, and maybe wipe my brow. What we want to be careful of is getting overly, too hot at the same time, and doing some of these releases a fair bit of energy, right, when we do these movements. So if you find yourself getting too hot, we're going to slow down and start kind of unwinding that. All right, let's see. We have done. Try to think all the things we've done. All right. So now let's do a more of a focus sort of thing. So it's going to incorporate our arms, but we're going to, I'll do it from the side so you can see it a little bit easier. I'm going to have my arm out, and this is called an archer. So think of it as you're going to be both hands together, and then we're going to pull back like it's a bow and arrow. And then looking at our thumb, we release and come back and come across. We're going to go to the other side. And this is called archer. It's a movement in yoga, and release and come back. Right. So this helps the lower, like the scapula, like below the shoulder. And do it one more time on this side, where we get our target, and we come in, and we pull back, and release, come back, and then come back to the center, and go to our right. Yeah, awesome. All right, let's do some forward folds, if that's okay. Everybody has enough space. They're not going to hit their heads or anything like that. So looks like everybody has a fair amount of space. So we're going to bring our arms up and then slowly go forward. We're going to keep our chin up, right? We don't want our chin to go down. We're going to go really slow, right? We want to keep our hands up and just slow bend forward. If you can make it to the ground, that's great. If you can stop at your knees, that's great. Wherever you land is where you land. Just be safe, please. Right? I'm going to sit here for one moment and come back up. Slowly, slowly. This is for our lower back. And come back down. We'll do this a couple of times, just really slow, right? So when we drop our arms, what happens is it helps to drop them slow, so blood doesn't rush anywhere too fast. That's how we get lightheaded, right? So we want to come up really slow. Slight lean back, deep breath in, exhale as we fold forward. Now you might feel this in your upper hips. And you can stop if you feel pain. We're only here for a minute. Chin up. When I say a minute, like a second and a half. And down. Really slow, really slow. Not a race. All right, one more time. I'm going to lift up, inhale, exhale, go forward. Again, stop where you need to. Really slow. Let's see who can be the slowest. Okay. Come all the way down. And then come back up. Slowly, slowly. And then over to the side. Very good. Good. Let's work a little bit more on our neck. And lifting up, push out your chin. Because this part gets very little love. So we're going to push under our chin. And then lower it down. And same thing. We want to elongate this part of our neck. If it feels good, just do a little side to side. Very simple. And then come back to the center. Deep breath in. And exhale. Very good. So now we'll start doing some integration where we do a little bit of balance work. Okay. Because everybody's pretty well loose, I hope, at this point, for the most part. So what we'll do is we're going to lift our right hand and our knee at the same time. Very slow, right? Try to keep it even and down. Keep yourself balanced as best you can. Up really slow. If you need, you can grab under your knee to help lift. And down. Really slow. And if you need to press your foot against the ground in order to get your knee up, that's totally okay. And we're going to come up and down. And other side, up and down. One last time on each side. Up and down, really slow. Up and down. Very good. Now this also helps the core a little bit when we lift and stretch at the same time, right? So we're going to do opposites now. We're going to lift our left leg and lift our right arm at the same time, right? So we're going to do opposites. If you need to hold the side of your chair, it's okay. And down. And up. It's really slow and down. Up. And down. Yeah, one last time. Very good. All right, now we're doing handstands next. So, oh no, that's my bad joke. No handstands today. All right, so let's just close our eyes for a moment. We've done a lot of work so far. Might not seem like it, but we've covered a lot of parts. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to do. Well, let's enjoy our ears and just pull on our ears a little bit, as long as it doesn't hurt. If you have jewelry in, just be careful. If you have any earrings or anything, just pulling our ears just to let them know that we love them too. Our jaw, right? Moving it around. right? Our neck still feels all right. Our eyes, we'll get to those in a second. Just squeeze and open, squeeze and open, squeeze and open. And then let's do some final rotations for our back, where we just kind of swing side to side, a little free flow, whatever works for you, right? Just some rotations around and stop. Nothing too fast or too deep. And just go around. Try not to make yourself dizzy. Think of some nice thoughts. Come back around. This is really nice for the lower back. Really helpful. All right. Now let's take a deep breath in and open up. And we're gonna take our hands and imagine a big old ball of something coming together to the center. Just hold it right here in the center. Take a deep breath in. Want to be as even as we can. And exhale. And we're going to inhale. Exhale, we're going to open like it's taffy. Imagine it's a giant piece of taffy or some sort of gooey substance that's really hard to get apart. Just open up. We're pulling and we're pulling, and then push it back together. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. So your arms should feel somewhat tense, right, when we do this, and then open back up. Very gentle when we open back up, not tense. Tense up the arms as we push them back in. Inhale, exhale. Last time, we're just going to open up. So for giving someone a hug and relax our arms. Yeah. And then same thing again, except we're going to come up and push down. We're going to push, right? So same thing, but we're going to push down slowly, right? And now we're going to pull up as if we're lifting Simba in The Lion King, right? And then push down, right? Using our muscles, pushing down. And we're lift up. And down. This should engage your back some, right? So just go as even and as slow as possible. Very good. Now we're going to put on seatbelt. So we're going to come across, look where our seatbelt is, grab it, passenger side, and bring it down slowly. And put it in where it goes. Let's do it one more time. We come across, nice and gently. Slowly pull it down, put it in its place. One more time. Come up and across, pull slowly, come down. Opposite side. Now we're in the driver's seat. Grab and pull it down slowly. Come back across, grab, pull it down slowly. One more time. Inhale, come across, bring it down slowly. All right. So we have a few minutes left. So I want to do some eye rotations just to help our eyes kind of relax. So what we'll do is, it's tough to demonstrate with my eyes open. So I just, please, I'll go slow. If you can just trust me and follow my voice and close your eyes. All right, so we're going to close our eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale. First movement, we're going to have our eyes, both of them at the same time. If you can do one at a time, you're amazing, but we're going to do both at the same time. So we're going to have our eyeballs and go up, and our head should slightly come up, and then it's going to go, we're going to move our eyeballs to the left, and then down, and then to the right, then back up, and then to the center. All right. Let's try that one more time. So we're going to keep our eyes closed. Deep breath in. Exhale. Eyeballs go up, to the left, down, to the right, up, and back to the center. Now we're going to now we are going to go in the opposite direction. So we're still going to go up, but now to the right, down, to the left, back up, and to the center. Let's do that one more time. Up, to the right, down, to the left, back up, and back to the center. Very good. Now we're going to do, so that was like a eye sort of rotation. Now we're going to go just side to side. So we're going to start in the center, deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath in, we're going to go to the left. And then slowly go to the right. And back to the left. Inhale in. And back to the right. As we exhale slowly. Back to the left. Inhale if you need. Back to the right. Exhale if you need. And back to the center. Finally, we're just going to go up and down. So we're going to, actually, we're going to go down up. Let's go down up. So deep inhale in. Eyes go down. Eyes go up. And back to the center. Eyes go down. Eyes go up. And back to the center. Last time. Deep breath in. Eyes go down. Eyes go up. And back to the center. All right. Good. So now we're just gonna, we've done a lot of work today. So we're just gonna sit here for a moment and relax. Deep inhale in. If you need to scrunch your forehead or squeeze your ears or do any more movements that you would like to do, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, just take a deep breath in and relax. You might want to move back in your chair, get a little bit more comfortable, or not. If you don't have the back of a chair and you can't lean, that's okay. You'll stay upright. You can also lean forward slightly. You just have to be careful that you don't fall asleep. Okay, so we're going to keep our eyes open. Make sure you feel balanced. Make sure you feel secure. Inhale in and exhale. And bring whatever intention that you might have back into your practice. And inhale in and exhale. Be here for just a minute. If you have any neck movements, any shoulder or arm movements, you can finish those up. Any leg or knee movements that you want to incorporate in, that's just perfectly fine. One more inhale in and exhale. And we're going to take the deepest breath that you can and a super long exhale. Inhale in. A little bit more if you can. Let it sit. And exhale slowly. We can hold a lot of air, right? Inhale in slowly, exhale to return to normal-ish breathing. Just inhale and exhale. Help with the nervous system. And exhale. We're going to slowly start opening your eyes. And feel free to rotate your neck if you need. Any other movements? Inhale in. Exhale, slowly open your eyes. Just start blinking because it might be bright depending on where you're at. Start opening and exhaling. Yeah, any movements you might be helpful to you. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Inhale in and exhale out. Yeah. I see a lot of neck rotations. That's good. Do what you guys need to do. Finish up. Doing good. I find at the end I need to rotate. I need to go back to where I started, rotate my wrists again and do my neck. It's always good. Always be in motion constantly. Be helpful. It's tricky when we are seated all day, especially like on long car trips or things like that. We forget. We need to remember to stretch and do some nothing major. And it doesn't take everything that we do in the 45 minutes to an hour. You can do in 5 minutes. Just sequence, 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 and you can do it pretty slow. You just do one of each as opposed to 3 times or 4 times each. So it makes it a little bit easier. Yeah. How's everybody feeling? Is everybody okay? Yeah. Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much, Chris. It was wonderful.
The fingers?
Everything.
Yeah.
Your classes are great.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. And I'll try to. I'm a radio person by nature, so I tend to speak fast. Like I come from the world of radio, where we talk very fast, and I'm the guy who does that little thing at the end of the car commercials. Hello, there's somebody $9 down, $99 a month. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. So thank you for the prompt to slow down. I appreciate that. It really helps. I've been doing it for 30 years, so slowing down is important when we do this. So thank you for that.
No, it was.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or any requests, please let me know. We'll be back again next Thursday at 10:45. My main thing is to make sure everyone's safe and that everyone's secure and feels comfortable in what they're doing.
You succeeded.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next Thursday.